Hey guys, what's up? It is Icy Warrior here. Okay, I have not made a video in a while because I didn't have internet for like a month, which was super frustrating. And also, I've been starting a huge garden. It is definitely a labor of love, okay? It is a lot of work to start from scratch a 200 square foot garden. It's a lot of work. I have like six different beds, getting them ready to plant, and it's taken like all my focus and all my attention the past little while, so I'm sorry it's been so long for a video. But today I have a video that I'm really excited to share with you guys, and it is about like where to start on your journey. Like if you get diagnosed with IC, what is the starting point, like what is the first thing that you should really look at in your life? And definitely it's not the most important thing, but diet is a huge part of healing. It is definitely something that you need to start with. And so learning a new lifestyle takes time, okay? And so we need to be very patient with ourselves. And it took me about a year to really learn how to integrate a new lifestyle into my life. And so just being patient with yourself and just slowly learning and, changing, because it took me a long time to be able to give up like simple things like, ketchup. I used to put ketchup on all these different little, and like learning how to live differently and not need those different flavors and those, the MSG and everything. That's just, my taste buds were so just, fried that I needed that like MSG to really feel excited, my taste buds to get excited. And so just like healing my taste buds took quite a while. So just being patient and, just going with the flow and just, not getting too stressed out about your diet and just learning as you go. And it's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes and mess up. It's just important to pick yourself back up again. That is the most important part, is to keep going. No matter how many times you fail, and just give in to that craving of yours, just pick yourself back up and keep going. Don't just be like, oh, this is too hard, I can't do it, I just give up, and just go back into, the lifestyle of processed foods and, just eating unhealthy. So if you just keep going, you will get there. You will get to healing. There is many different parts of healing, and it's a journey, and love every part of the journey, because this is transforming you. You are becoming your best self. It's really super exciting, because you will be this light, and everyone will just be like attracted to you, because they want what you have. And like you'll be able to start helping people, and it'll be like a ripple effect with your friends and family. It is so exciting to help other people heal. And like, yes, like healing your own body is exciting, but like helping heal other people's bodies is just like, there's something like so gratifying about that. And so every hard trial, every lesson is so amazing, and you should be grateful for. Okay, I have a list of stuff, so I might be like looking down here just to make sure I don't forget anything, because there's a lot. Okay, so an important thing that you have to do is, okay, picking a diet, but then you have to keep fine-tuning it. Okay, so you really have to like listen to your body, and like sometimes, you might not be able to do like nuts, or you might not be able to do too much fat or oil, or you might not be able to do too much salt. Salt might affect you, or like different things like that. And so, or different foods, you might not be able to do certain foods, and so you really have to do like trial and error with those. And I know in the beginning of IC, you're always in so much pain that the pain never lets up, so you don't really know what is causing your pain. And so it takes time to do that, but I feel like after 6 months or so, you should be kind of getting to a point where you could tell what foods might be affecting you negatively. And then there are some things like digestive wise. About your bladder, it might take about 6 months to really realize what is hurting your bladder. But then like your digestive system, you'll be able to realize if, if you're bloated, or, how are your bowel movements, or your skin, how is your energy levels. So you can tell on those aspects as well, like how what you're putting into your body is what it's doing for you, if it's helping you or hurting you. And so just like listening to your body. And another really important aspect is food combining. Learning like the basics of food combining is really important. And so the basics are pretty much, you definitely want to do fruits alone, or you can do like fruit, you definitely want to do melons alone. You can do fruits sometimes with greens, but they're best alone. You don't want to do fats. You definitely never want to do fats and fruits together. You don't want to do starches and meats together. Greens pretty much go with everything. And so those are pretty much the basics of food combining. And then another important thing to absorb most of your nutrients, to get the most out of the food you're eating, and to let your body know what's coming in, to start the breakdown process, is to chew super good. I know it's annoying and it's so easy to get distracted when you're eating, and so that's why it's really important to kind of it's kind of like a meditation when you're eating, to kind of go into a Zen zone. And I feel like not even speaking when you're eating is very helpful, to be very aware of what you're doing, what you're chewing, because it's so easy to get distracted and not chew good. So I can talk. So that is a very important aspect to remember, to just keep in your mind just before you eat. Just like have it in the back of your mind, like making sure you're chewing properly, so you're really able to absorb the nutrients that you're eating, and the digestive process is, it's really helping that process move along and helping to get the most out of the food that you eat. And just like loving your body, because it really is like it's just important to do for your body, and love your body. Okay, and so eating simple is the best. Like having maybe like 4 or 5 ingredients per meal, even if you can get away with like 2 or 3 is the best. 1 is obviously the best, but like eating like the simplest food combinations is very important for healing. I know it's hard sometimes, but just trying to do the best you can with it, and just kind of keeping it in your mind to have, not overdo it on too many different ingredients. Even though I know it's fun sometimes to have all these different tastes and textures on your plate, but doing mono meals is super good for healing. Okay, so now I would like to show you guys my favorite cookbooks. And it is like, starting out, it is nice to have cookbooks. Once you get cooking for a while, you'll be able to just kind of like look at a picture and cook intuitively and just kind of make recipes up. But when you don't really know anything about the plant-based vegan lifestyle, it is pretty important. Okay, before I get to my cookbooks, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. What is like the basic diet that you should start on? Definitely plant-based, okay? And you definitely want to do like plant-based should be like the priority, gluten-free. Even you don't have to be like hardcore vegan or anything, but the majority of your diet should be dark leafy greens and vegetables. That should be like the priority of your diet. And even if I've never been 100% vegan, I just don't have it in me to be that crazy person. Like probably 99% of the time I am a plant-based vegan, But if you want to have meat once a week, or just like occasionally, if you want to have eggs, occasionally, good sourced eggs, I mean, don't feel guilty about that. Just having the majority of your diet vegetables is super important. So however you want to incorporate that in, whatever kind of diet you want to do, just have that be the, the priority of your diet. And so you definitely want to get rid of gluten. Gluten is so inflammatory and bad. Our body can't even like recognize it as food anymore. And so dairy, gluten, anything processed, sugar is really hard. And so just getting all the junk out of your diet is super important for healing. And so you can just be comfortable with what your diet is. Don't let it be too stressful, and don't, you don't need to change it up every 2 seconds. Oh, like over, researching on YouTube, and you see something new every couple weeks. You're like, oh, I need to change my diet to this. I need to change my diet. No, just like stick to what, like listen to your body and just stick to simple, don't change it up every 2 seconds, because it takes a while to let a diet start working in your body. And that's really important. Okay, so the cookbook, the Oh She Glows cookbook by Angela Linden, I hope I'm saying that right. I love this cookbook. All of her recipes are super delicious, and it's a big hit in my household. Just like she has so many yummy recipes in here, and I think they're all vegan, but I think she always has like gluten-free options in here, how to make them gluten-free or soy-free or nut-free or whatever, so I really like that about her cookbooks. And then Ella Woodward, I love her cookbooks. I have 2 of her cookbooks. Her cookbooks are super simple, with super simple ingredients and recipes, and they're easy to follow, and they're so delicious. And so I love these for people that are starting out on the vegan diet and trying to go simple. She is really good at making delicious recipes. And then Isa does it. I love her books. She has really yummy recipes too. I guess these 3, I have so many vegan cookbooks, but these are kind of the ones I use the most. Or if I want to get like some inspiration, I love going through these 3 cookbooks, and so I highly recommend them if you're starting out on the, healing vegan journey type of thing. Okay, and so, what kind of flavorings do I use? Like, what do you flavor to use your food when you have IC? Because you have to cut out all condiments, because every condiment has vinegar in it, and it's processed, and it's just totally not good for you, and it's just will wreak havoc on your bladder. And so, if you know me, I love coconut aminos. This stuff, it's kind of like soy sauce, but tastes so much better. It's 100% organic, gluten-free, non-GMO, no MSG. It's vegan, 65% less sodium than soy sauce, and it's just really super delicious, and you can put it on anything. I mean, from stir fries to salads to pretty much anything you can think of, you can put it on it, and it tastes delicious. In soups, I love it. In like when I make like veggie stock soups and stuff, I love this. It just adds like a really nice flavor to it, and so I use that a lot for flavoring. I also use like herbs and dry herbs a lot. I love the herbs. Those are super IC friendly. And obviously there's a few that isn't, but again, you have to do trial and error. And, but they're super usually safe for IC. I use a lot of tahini also. I love using tahini to flavor things. And you kind of have to get like, I've noticed with tahini, there is like the super thick, it's almost like peanut butter, the kind, or like thicker than peanut butter. You have to like scoop it out. I don't find that peanut butter tastes very good, but the kind of tahini that tastes good, I don't find the super thick tahini I don't find that tastes good. The kind that tastes good is like the runny kind that you can easily like drizzle over salads and stuff. It has a way different taste for some reason, and it's super delicious. And I also use like a lemon, and I use a lot of lemon in my cooking to add flavor. In the beginning of my IC, I couldn't use lemon or apple cider vinegar, but now that I am like much farther on my healing journey, I've been able to use that for quite a while now too. And it just seemed like one day, bam, lemon and apple cider vinegar didn't affect me anymore, which was so incredible because it like just seared my bladder for so long. It was so painful if I ever had it. And so that was super encouraging when I realized I could have some citrus again. Okay, so those are like a few flavorings that are super IC friendly that I love. And then like, what are like some meals that you could start out with? So I love doing curries. There's so many different kind of curries you can do. Lately I've been doing coconut Thai curries, which is so delicious. I think the last one I made was like cauliflower, sweet potato, green pepper. I put a little bit of like a very little bit of jalapeno with the seeds scraped out just to put a little tiny extra flavor in it. Red cabbage, onion, chickpeas, garlic, and like all the spices, and then you like cook it up and like use coconut milk with it and curry and all the different spices, and you cook it up and you put it over rice with a big salad with some cilantro on top. Oh, it is the best meal ever. I also do a lot of like veggie stir fries and like just sauteing vegetables up with like rice and a big salad. It is super good. I always do beautiful, colorful salads. I love having that, you know, just as like a snack or a meal. I do a lot of like bootable type dishes, which are super yummy. Dals, if you don't know about dals, they're so good. It's like a lentil dish that you make with like spices, and it's like lentil, it's super creamy, and you put it over rice. Oh, it's so good, such a hit. My family, everyone loves it. And then just like a basic meal that's super easy and very icy friendly is you put like a bed of lettuce down and you cook up some rice. You put like some rice in one little section of the plate, and you saute like vegetables, and you put like broccoli, like a little sauteed broccoli, sauteed red pepper, mushroom, let's see, sprouts, a little thing of avocado, and some corn, and you kind of like all, you know, put them in their separate little spaces, and the plate is so beautiful. You drizzle it with, you know, a little homemade dressing, and that's like a go-to meal that I love for icy, and it's just super easy and doesn't, you know, hurt the bladder at all. Okay, so now, and then for breakfast, and the most important thing you can do for healing is to have a green smoothie or green juice every day. You want to do 32 ounces or more every day of either a green smoothie or a green juice. And this is so important for healing. It's something like your body seriously gets addicted to it. If you don't have it every day, you go to bed and your body, you can just tell your body is craving it. And they taste super good. I have the best recipe for green smoothie. I prefer it over any other smoothie. It is so delicious. And then for the juice, the green juice, pretty much whatever, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Whatever greens you have in your refrigerator, you want to do like a base of either cucumber or celery. The lettuces, you want kale, spinach, parsley, cilantro, just like, so any like of the green collard greens, and then you want to do, you can just do like ginger or turmeric and some lemon, like whatever you want, and it really is like satisfying on a cellular level. It's kind of hard to describe, but you get like, you really fall in love with the taste after a while. And then so the green smoothie that I love, and I will put the recipe down in the description bar. I love this recipe, okay? It is my favorite smoothie. And so the recipe for the smoothie is 1 cucumber, a little handful of parsley, 1 to 1/2 avocado, a teaspoon cinnamon, a handful spinach, a handful like romaine lettuce or any kind of lettuce you want, a tablespoon vanilla protein powder. I really like the Garden of Life Smooth Vanilla protein powder. It's like a plant-based protein, and it's not gritty at all, and so I really enjoy that. A teaspoon flax seeds, some stevia to sweeten it. You can kind of decide how much stevia you want, and then you want to do 20% almond milk and 80% coconut water. And then you want to put like a handful or 2 of ice in it and blend it up, and oh my gosh, it is so good. It is seriously like ice cream. I am just so in love with it. And so even sometimes I seriously have that as dessert sometimes. It's so good. I don't even know. I'm obsessed with it. But if you do want to have like an indulgence, if you need something sweet, You can do banana ice cream, and there's endless ways to do banana ice cream. It is so, so good. Some of my favorite is like strawberry banana raw cacao is super, super good. You know, you can add whatever you want in there. And then another one that I love is it's banana, blueberry, and a drop of lavender. It is so good. I don't even know. I don't even know how I made it up, but it's like the best thing ever. And then another thing that you can do if you want like a super healthy indulgence thing is you can make raw chocolate pudding, which is so good. There's so many recipes online, and that is just like a super yummy treat to have too, if your bladder can handle raw cacao. And so, yeah, guys, this is kind of just like my tips for beginning a plant-based diet and like where to start on your healing journey. I hope some of these tips helped you. I know that this is kind of like what I did when I was starting out, and it takes a while to learn everything, and it can be kind of overwhelming, but just keep going, don't give up. No matter how many times you give in and fall down, just dust yourself off and keep going, and you will get to pristine health. It is so possible. And it is so exciting when you finally get there. I mean, I've had IC, but a lot of different conditions like interwoven with it, and I mean, if I can heal, anyone can heal. I mean, and I promise that from the bottom of my heart. And if I can help anyone in any way, it is my absolute pleasure. And if I can help in any way, please let me know. Alright guys, I hope you have a fabulous day and a great week ahead. And I will be with you guys soon. Bye.